as what our SME friends have shared, it is interesting to learn how COVID has disrupted businesses and also presented opportunities for growth and innovation. So to help SME go digital, going digital, simplify their going digital process and experience, the IMDA CTO-as-a-Service is a one-stop platform that provides end-to-end digitalization support regardless of your digital readiness. And do remember that it is a first-time free for advisory and project management services. So Calvyn, back to you. Having been in the F&B business for close to 5 years now, and running multiple stores concurrently under 2 brands, how can you share how CTO-as-a-Service really help you go digital so that our friends here can understand that how they can leverage on the same platform and experience with you?
Okay, when I first started looking for digital solutions online, if you search, for example, accounting solutions or HR solutions, I think you can find a lot of solutions. But the thing is that I don't know which one is good. So by chance, I stumbled across CTO website. So I went to look, then I realized that it's actually approved by the IMDA, and with that comes with grant. So with the CTO, I realized that inside there is still quite a number of solutions, but at least make it easier for me to go through, to select.
And a peace of mind, right? Because you also
correct.
told me that don't know which vendor to go for.
Yeah, correct. So a lot of them are paid ads. So but CTO one not paid ad. Or is it? I also can't remember.
Thank you.
Yeah. And to continue, so for us, it's very labor intensive. When I started first time part time, whether the hawker store making money or losing, I also don't know. Because the bills are all cash, proceeds are also all cash. Then after that, the other side of the problem is that HR, the pay slips, we can't really generate auto pay slips. It's everything by manual or Microsoft Word or template. So all these are very big challenges for us, and our turnover is very, very high. All these things, you do operations in the morning and do it in the night. Usually people can't take it, especially for older or even the younger ones. So with this, with the solutions, it actually help the whole thing be less frictionless, more streamlined, so we can do more with less. So I think this aspect help us a lot. And also with these solutions, from the top down, we can make a decision. For example, one critical one was that we are able to know the sales at any time of the day. For example, from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m, we know whether it's a good time to cut the hours or we should extend past the hours. And with this, it's easier to convince the whole team also, and also with the staff online as well. Because let's say I go to them, the boss said that, hey, I need you guys to work till 10 from now onwards. Then they won't be happy. But if the data achieved from the solution that you show them is that, actually there is demand during this time, then they will be more willing to commit. And also with CTO consultants, it's easier to convince your other partners to come about also. Yeah.
So Calvyn, remember you mentioned that you spend certain hours a month. You are very worried when it comes to month end. It's not because no cash, it's because you have to go through the payroll processing process, right?
Oh yeah. When first started our paper and pen, I took about 1 day or 2 days to do the payroll. But now with one of the solutions, it's like half an hour. That's click and go.
Thanks. Especially when you're not accounting trained in that aspect.
Yeah, correct.
Thanks. How about you, Clara? How did CTO-as-a-Service help you kickstart your digitalization journey? A traditional business that is more than 38 years of history.
We are using a lot of manual documentations, especially Excel. Everything is done in Excel, but they're all separated, be it orders or inventories and everything. But when it's Excel, we also still need to do data entry. So when that happens, we have a lot of inventories, we have a lot of tools, we have a lot of job sites that needs to know where they are, whether the things are low. And so all this comes into place, and we know what we wanted, the end result, but we don't know how to move towards the end result. At the same time, we need to simplify the processes. because being short-handed, the last thing we want is to have staff dwelling on something, then end of the day, we can't get things done. We don't see what we wanted at all. Plus, a centralized place means at least I know how much stocks I have in this office or in my factory. So we can reduce the strenuous exercise of rekeying in over again. But we don't know what solutions we can do. We don't know in the construction, is there such a thing? Yeah, F&B have, yeah, retail have. But construction, I don't know. And so when we Google search and we realize that, hey, there's this thing called CTO-as-a-Service. What is this? Is it a gimmicks again? Because many years ago we tried, and we have to pay a lot of money. At the end of the day, it became a white elephant now in my office. And I don't even know how to log in already. So then when I saw this, I was like, okay, let's try it out. Then we key in all the things. And I was waiting for them to tell me how much. No leh. The invoice never come. And nobody tell me that there's an invoice to be expected next week. Oh, okay. Then one consultant after another consultant comes in. And subsequently, the digital consultant, which is from Stone Forest, told me that, hey, I actually have all these ready platforms, ready apps for me. I was, oh, okay. Actually, construction trade is not left out. We actually have apps ready for us, and I don't have to build all over again like last time. So that's why we actually step in and say, okay, I wanted this, but I needed more, and such things. At the same time, I do have my fellow suppliers who tell me their system got hacked. That was just last week. So then I was like, huh? We are small SME, like, why are they hacking us? Yeah, and they are being held at ransom. So way before this Stone Forest consultant told me that, oh, you have to look into your cyber securities as well. I thought it wasn't needed, but now there's a need. And they actually gave me a list of policies to work on, to look into. So yeah, it's something which we are moving on. I feel that it's in the right direction. And now at the moment it's still free. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Clara. What about the part that you think with digitalization, be it regardless of what type of solutions you deploy, what is your target savings, from having this digitalization journey? Because it's very painful for you, right? So what is it that you aim for?
Minimally, at least a 30% reduction in staff requirement, and also frees up my time to do more R&D works.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. So that's what you envisage, that you are already able to have 30% savings from manpower. Yeah. So like, remember I said in my earlier presentation, none of the industry are spared from expanded manpower or additional manpower. Nobody have overcapacity, right? Whoever have, please remember to tell me, all right? Write to me, I'll buy you lunch.